What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brawling John, and I am back with another episode of How to Play. And on today's episode, we have a very special episode. This is the first ever How to Play featuring another content creator. All right. Now, this team is a team centered around Roaring Moon, who unironically feels a little bit stronger in Regulation D than it did in Regulation C. The reason for that is Regulation D has brought us a lot more counters to Fluttermane and a lot more things that Fluttermane needs to be worrying about. So because of this, because of the way Fluttermane teams are constructed, it kind of creates a spot where Roaring Moon can really take advantage of its Dark Dragon typing, where it's good into Sun and it's good into Rain. It's good into both Urshifus. It's actually in a pretty decent spot in the meta, all things considered. Now, this team was not created by me. It was created by our very special guest, MrMoxieMence. MrMoxieMence is a close friend of mine and a content creator over on twitch.tv. So if you guys want to drop a follow to an amazing streamer, the creator of this team, I need you guys to head over to twitch.tv/MrMoxieMence. That's MrMoxieMence. MrMoxieMence is a VGC streamer. They specialize in taking garbage Pokemon and making them good. Very similar to me. We have different styles of team building, so when we build a team together, that's how you know it has a chance to be special. So let's take a look at this team, right? This team is centered around Roaring Moon. We are Booster Energy. The Booster Energy on the Roaring Moon is plus attack because this team has lots of speed control. Speed control number 1, we have Tornadus. Classic speed control. We're rocking Tailwind, Bleak Wind, Taunt, Sunny Day. That's the good stuff. Next up on that list, we have Grimmsnarl. Our Roaring Moon is pretty bulky. We put some bulk EVs on that thing. You would be surprised. It can take a hit. So because of that, we have Reflect, Light Screen, Thunder Wave, and Spirit Break. Now, you'll notice the Grimmsnarl is Terra Dark. You might ask yourself why. Well, that's because we didn't want to spend any Terra Shards on it because we are broke, as the kids would say. So we decided that the Grimmsnarl is almost never going to get Terra'd, but if you want to take this team into a regional, please fix Grimmsnarl's Terra. But for ladder, it's fine. You're never going to Terra it on ladder. Don't worry about it. Next up on the list, we have Goldengo. Goldengo is what I like to call a win condition. This thing has choice specs. Trick, Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt. The amount of damage this thing does, Monka. Alright, Monka damage. Next up, we have Landorus. It's a tale as old as time. Switch in, Intimidate. Switch out, switch in, Intimidate. Stomping Tantrum, U-Turn, Protect, Rock Slide. Gotta love it. Lex. And certainly not last is another, what I like to call win condition, Iron Hands. Iron Hands is filthy in Regulation D, guys. Absolutely filthy. It one-shots Fluttermane. It beats so many relevant Pokemon. It single-handedly makes snow teams difficult to play. Iron Hands is amazing. So the win conditions on this team are Roaring Moon, Goldengo, and Iron Hands. How you position them is how you're going to win the game, all right? We're going to get right into these games. Game 1 is going to be Brawling John. Game 2 is going to be MrMoxieMence. And Game 3, we are bringing it right back to Brawling John. Remember, guys, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This stream is sponsored by G Fuel. You can get up to 30% off your next order on gfuel.com by using discount code BrawlingJohn. Let me know in the comment section below which Pokemon you want to see next. And yeah, alrighty, and here we go. Game number 1. It looks like we have Snow plus Trick Room, which could definitely be a little bit weird. We have a Cresselia. I'm not entirely sure how we want to stop Trick Room with Cresselia out there. Grimmsnarl can set up the screen so that we can kind of just power through what they have going on, which is an interesting option. Tornadus really doesn't look that great here. I mean, they could go for speed control with like Iron Bundle, but I'm not too sure. I feel like Roaring Moon is okay here. I almost just want to go Roaring Moon plus Goldango, and whatever they lead, just pressure it so much. Like, pressure a double up. I feel like that's actually decent here. And then Intimidate in the back. Lando's really good into Ursaluna. And then Iron Hands in case they do get Trick Room up, and he's kind of like our late game win condition. But I think even though this is a bit of a weird lead, I think it's good, because if they lead Cresselia, we just have so much pressure into the Cresselia that there's no guarantee they can get up Trick Room, and I feel like they really want Trick Room. Here. But let's see how it goes. First game of the day. And they go with Cresselia and Ursaluna. Interesting. So yeah, this is definitely Make It Rain. The question is so if I Throat Chop, then it covers for everything because Terra Fairy. So I can go for Throat Chop. Although Terra Flying. Okay, Terra Flying, Acrobatics, into the Cresselia, and Make It Rain. As opposed to Throat Chop plus Terra Steel, Make It Rain. I think I Throat Chop, Terra Steel, Make It Rain. This could be a bad play, but I think this is what I do. Oh, I might regret using my Terra immediately, especially sitting right in front of an Ursaluna, but we gotta do what we gotta do to deny Trick Room, right, gamers? Alright, somebody's getting terrestrialized. Is it Cresselia into Terra Fairy? It's Cress. Are you Terra Fairy? Terra Electric? Okay. Does that resist steel? They might have got me here. The Ursaluna didn't protect though, interestingly enough. Oof. They actually got me. Wow, Crest really survives that, huh? Roaring Moon eats the Fachati, and there goes Trick Room. That's certainly something, I'll say. That's definitely something. Huh. Alright, how do I want to play this? Protect on Roaring Moon and swap out into Lando? Oof, man, I thought we were chilling there. Terra Electric Cresselia saves the day because it dodges... it's probably the only Terra that dodges super effective on both slots there. The good thing is we switch it Intimidate. We can stall out the Ursaluna a little bit because it should die to Flame Orb, unless this thing starts spamming Lunar Blessing, which it might. Alright, he went for an Earthquake, so he kind of wastes a turn here. That's cool by me. Goes into Levitate, yep. And then what's Cresselia going for? It's gotta be Lunar Blessing, or else this Ursaluna's gonna die. Yeah. Okay. So, it does go for the Lunar Blessing here. Now, are you going to Fachati, is the question. Do you go for Fachati? I think I have to try to sack one person here in order to get damage off into the Crest. This is a tough read. Or I can just knock out the Earths, right? Sacrifice one person, because you can't get both of them. So we will go for a Throat Chop into the Ursaluna, and we will go for Tantrum into the Ursaluna slot. Ursaluna protects. Okay. Icy. Okay. Like. Okay. Sure. Lando's probably slower than Cresselia now, unironically. So I guess that's okay. So, like, they get this turn correct, but it's a little bit wonky because they're also stalling out their own Trick Room. So it is a little bit wonky. Trick Room 2 turns. So now we're in the same position. Do I double protect, or do I just kind of call it now? I can Throat Chop. I think I just call it now. He really can't hit both slots. Alright, here we go. Okay. He just has literally only the best of one stuff, huh? That's what he's going for here. This guy's gaming, what can I say? No protect, just Trick Room, Icy Wind, Ally Switch. Guy is an absolute gamer. Now, the good news is I can bring in Iron Hands here. The Ursaluna probably protects. So I'm going to protect Roaring Moon. And I am going to Drain Punch the Cresselia slot. Yep, that seems fine. Yep, Ursaluna protects, and now Iron Hand should knock out the Cresselia here. Which means I would have survived Trick Room, but my team is a little... Oh my god, the Crest lives. Okay. Okay. That's like 252, like, I don't know. That's just insane to me. That is just actually insane to me. Okay. Is this Trick Room or is this Ally Switch? Can we cover for both options either way? Is the question, right? Okay, so we go for Throat Chop. We know should be a kill here. So we're gonna Throat Chop the Crest. He could Ally Switch, I suppose, but then if he Ally Switches, he's not setting up Trick Room. And then we will go for Drain Punch into you, right? Or do I want to go for a switch in? Just go for the Drain Punch. Alright, Throat Chop should knock out Crest. Alright, now Ursaluna is probably gonna take a stab at knocking out the Iron Hands in one hit. Which is certainly possible. Oh, Iron Hands is faster. Oh, interesting. Okay. So that ends up working out for the better. And now we have a lead. Listen, this is our first game with this team, and this is a frustrating game. Playing the what moves do you have on your Cresselia game is frustrating to say the least. You know? Frustrating to say the least. And what do they have in the back? Good old-fashioned snow. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Iron Bundle's faster than Roaring Moon no matter what that I do. So what we're going to do is we are going to Acrobatics the Obama, and we are going to Drain Punch the Iron Bundle here. We want to break Sash. We want to get some chip here. Goldengo should win the end game, all things considered, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how this one goes. So here comes Blizzard Spam. As long as we don't get frozen, and I don't want to speak it into existence, but as long as we don't get frozen, we win here. Pretty sure. He sets up Aurora Veil, which is a good play. Aurora Veil's definitely what you want. So that is a good play by them. Here comes the Drain Punch. Still does about 50% damage, which means that Iron Bundle cannot live the turn, right? Which is pretty good. So let's send out our Dengo. I think here I want to double the Obama Snow, right? I actually want to make it, definitely going to make it rain, right? Yeah. Make it rain. Make it rain and Drain Punch the Obama Snow. Because I feel like Iron Bundle could protect this turn. I could see it. Yep. Easy call on the protect. Let's go, gamers. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, big, juicy, make it rain into the Obama Snow. The Obama Snow does have Aurora Veil, but this should still be crazy Monka damage. Oh, it just knocks him out. Okay, Goldengo, tell me how you really feel. Alright, guys. This was a GG. Despite, like, I can't believe my opponent just did everything they could to best of one me on the Cresselia. Cresselias are so hard to pin down, but Trick Room with Icy Wind is just like... Alright, so he's going for his win condition, which is double freeze. I mean, I can't blame him for going for it. And he crit Goldengo, too. Must be nice. Alright, looks like Goldengo cleans up this game. Looks like Terra Steel was the play. GG's to my opponent. Yeah.
What is going on, YouTube? My name is MrMoxieMence. You can find me on twitch.tv/MrMoxieMence. We're currently going for #1 on the ranked ladder, so please come by, hang out. We make fun teams like this live on stream. This team is essentially just meant to make Brawlic John go crazy, because I love Roaring Moon. I want Roaring Moon to be in more stuff, so we're going to make sure we get a team out here that can go through all of its strengths, and I'm going to show you guys how to play. So it's looking like we've got Cresselia Grimmsnarl. Alright, so his team's pretty interesting. He's got a pretty interesting team. So we don't need Tailwind, but whenever I see Sui and Goodra, I want to have some kind of support to stop it from just going off and firing shelters. Terra Fairy's been picking up popularity with it now, so I think these four should do it. I don't really think we're going to need screens. We won't have anyone weak to Goldango. Now, our concern's going to be his Urshifu, whether it's Terra Water or Terra Dark. We do have Water Landorus to stop Terra Water. Well, oh, he was ready. He was ready, guys. All right, let's see who we got. Hopefully we have called the right lead. We get a good match out of this. Good trainer card, 10 out of 10. Okay, and they are leading off with Grimmsnarl and Cresselia, so they are immediately trying to make everything bulky. So we're going to go for Taunt, and we're going to go for Fake Out. The main goal here is just going to be to deny Trick Room. So even if he's Mental Herb, we'll be able to stop this with the Taunt, because we're essentially have a free turn. Unless he calls it, and maybe he goes for an Ally Switch. Nope. All for the Taunt. He's not Mental Herb. Alright, so we have effectively shut that down. So let's fire off a Bleak Wind, and then we're going to go for a Heavy Slam into the Grimmsnarl. Depending on how he's EV'd, I'm hoping this could be a 2-hit KO. Hoping this maybe is a 2-hit KO. They're thinking, chat. They're thinking really hard about this one. Switching out the Cresselia, who you're bringing in. Goodra. Okay. Setting up the light screen. Bleak Wind. Missed. Goodra. Okay, so we get a little bit of chip off onto the Grim. Get off our Heavy Slam, almost knocking it out. So we'll be able to finish off next turn. We go for a Taunt on Goodra as well, and then we go for a Heavy Slam again. I don't think you save this here, right? You do have the potential to maybe switch out into Cresselia to take the hit. It's probably not worth it. Going for the Parting Shout into Iron Hands. And who do we bring in? Who's coming in here? Is it Cresselia? That is their Goldango. Okay. Heavy Slime is not going to do much here. So here's the conundrum. I mean, it's really nothing crazy. We could fire off another taunt, potentially stopping a nasty plot. No, I think Good as Gold might actually block that, so we'll go for that. And then there's always the chance that they are some form of... Well, they could maybe not go for a Terra. Yeah, they don't go for a Terra. So Wild Charge is the correct click on that one. We drop the speed, that's awesome. Oh, he's going for Shadow Ball. Pretty decent damage into Torn. Heavy Slime does not finish us off. Oh, that did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. Okay. Honestly, we just fire the Bleak Wind. If he's not going to go for any kind of Terra on his Goodra, I'm gonna Drain Punch it. It's behind a Reflect. Sure, it's real bulky. But if you're gonna let me get super effective hits off on you, I'm gonna take him. Okay, he was Citrus Berry. So it's definitely bulky Dango. Heavy Slime will pick up the KO on the Torn. At -2, is Iron Hand's actually faster? This will be funny. We are faster. That does nothing! Oh, the Reflect is putting in so much work on their side right now. Okay, and it's Rocky Helmet Goodra. Okay, they've shook off the taunt, so they are free to start firing off shelters. Now, our Dango, we're gonna Terra to get rid of the weakness to Shadow Ball, because that's definitely coming in here. We're gonna go ahead, we're going to put Choice Specs onto that Goodra, and we'll just fire off another Wild Charge. More than likely, they're gonna be really happy that Shelter is back, and they're gonna click Shelter. And because of the fact that we're going ahead and we're clicking Trick onto them, I'm pretty sure we'll lock them into Shelter. Switching out his Goldango. Bringing back in Cresselia. So there is no Urshifu here, which is pretty great for us, honestly. Go for the Trick. And let me see Shelter. Let me see your Shelter. There it is. That does nothing to Crest. How much longer does he have these screens for? Alright, so he has 2 more turns of Reflect. We're gonna click Shadow Ball. We're gonna click... There's a very good chance his Goldango comes back out, but we're gonna click Wild Charge. We're basically just doubling up the slot for Crest. That's good, Chip. Special defense drop is great. Oh, he's going for Calm Mind. He's not trying to set up Trick Room. Interesting. Interesting. He's stuck clicking Shelter. I don't think they realize that they're stuck clicking Shelter. Which is fantastic for us. You can go to +6. I'm not going to stop you. Wiki Berry. The Pinch Berry's bringing it to the point where I'm not comfortable switching Iron Hands out yet. Let's see what they're going to go for. Let's see what they're going to go for. I wonder if they realize that they are stuck into Shelter. That's so greedy. That's so greedy. And they're still alive? Oh my lord. Alright, the Reflect is gone, which is huge for us. We're gonna bring in Lando now. This is also their last turn on light screen. So if they bring out Grimmsnarl, they're going to have to pick. What did you switch? Is that Grim? Oh no. Oh no, don't do that. Alright, so they're trying to completely reset what they have on the board right now. Now, the problem for us is there's a very, very good chance that this Shadow Ball might not kill. Yep. And that's an issue. So the light screen for them is gone. I kind of want to make them choose. I don't want Goldango here. It's the only real threat they have left. I don't want to double the Dango, but we're going to go for Rock Slide. We're going to go for Rock Slide because we got to see if we can stop Grimmsnarl. Hopefully we don't miss. Hopefully we don't miss. The Shadow Ball should knock out his Goldango. I hope. Alright, so they are going to Terra. What Terra type is this Goldie? Terra Water. So they no longer resist the Rock Slide, but they're gonna live this Shadow Ball. So they pick Light Screen. Alright, so their big fear currently is my Goldango. We outspeed them. This is so greedy, guys. This is so greedy. You can't set up in front of us like this. Even if you have screens, you're not doing enough damage. And especially now, we can just go for Stomping Tantrum into Goodra. Protect is fine, because your Body Press won't kill us in one shot. And look at that, we're killing it. We're finishing it off. We're gonna finish off the Goodra with its own Rocky Helmet when he clicks Body Press on us. See? Now it dies to Chip. And the last one they have is their Crest, who doesn't have any HP left. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to be able to click Thunderbolt. And then we can click U-Turn into Cresselia. And the battle's canceled. And it's just like that, guys. Hopefully Brawlic John had as much luck as I did on the ladder. Thank you all for watching. Again, you can find me on twitch.tv/MrMoxieMence. Thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Alrighty, here we go, and it's another Trick Room matchup, except for some reason it has a Charizard and a Tornadus on it, for reasons. We don't really match up that good into it, so this might be similar to the way the first game played out. I feel like against something like this, my best bet is actually just Dango plus Roaring Moon. The only bad thing is if they go Tornadus plus Charizard, How does that play out? I mean, the thing is I can't... this team doesn't have a good lead into Trick Room and Tornadus Sun. I don't think there's a good lead for both. I mean, I could lead Grim and just set screens and stuff. But being that passive would possibly give them a free Trick Room here. And then, or even if they go Sun, I'm not sure it would be good enough in Sun either. I guess I'm gonna go Roaring Moon plus Grim with Iron Hands and Landorus in the back. I really don't like this matchup for this team at all. I think this is super awkward, and I'm really not looking forward to it, because my opponent just took two different modes that have nothing to do with each other, and he slapped them together. Which essentially is like equivalent to just going on a ladder and flipping coins. And it's like, well, which lead did your opponent think was happening, and did they cover for it, kind of thing. So now they're gonna have Tailwind here. They're probably... Choice Scarf on Charizard, I would imagine. So I'm gonna go for Light Screen here. We go for Light Screen. I don't think Roaring Moon is necessarily in any danger. So I think I could just attack into the Charizard slot. Based on their team, did I see any fairy types or anything? I think I could just Throat Chop here. And that should be pretty good damage into the Charizard slot. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think I'm like in immediate danger, even from Sunny Day, Terrifier, like Heat Wave. I think at the very least, Roaring Moon still lives that, and then I can bring in somebody from the bench and apply a little bit of pressure that way. They're going for Terra Flying on Torn. Are you just going for Bleakwind Storm spam? I mean, that's certainly something. Wow, I could have just went for T-Wave into Charizard. That's interesting. Heat Wave. Okay, does -6 damage. Alright. And yeah, they're just going for Bleakwind Storm, which is a strategy, for sure. Roaring Moon takes both moves really well. Alright, Grimmsnarl drops its speed. Roaring Moon also drops its speed, which is quite annoying here. With Light Screen up, what do I want to do here? I think I want to Thunder Wave the Torn, and then... I mean, if he goes for Sunny Day, right? That thing is definitely Scarfed, so he's either going to switch it or he's going to set up Sunny Day, but Sunny Day wouldn't hurt me. So I'm going to go for another Throat Chop into the Torn here, and just kind of leave it how it is. Double up on the Torn. Yep, Charizard switches out. I could have got free damage on the switch in, but I think targeting the Torn here is probably correct. Alright, there's Iron Hands. Good switch. T-Wave onto the Torn. Getting a full Power would be like the perfect situation here. Or one-shotting Torn, but I don't know if we one-shot it, to be honest. I mean, we are booster attack. No, wow, two-shot. That's... he's Rocky Helmet, of course you're Rocky Helmet. Alright, Bleakwind Storm misses somebody. Misses the Grim. I think I would have preferred it missed Roaring Moon, but that's fine, I suppose. Could set up a Light Screen here to kind of nerf the Iron Hands, which is pretty decent. He dropped my speed again, of course. So now we're equivalent on speed, which means he's probably faster. So I'm going to go for Reflect. And what do I have in the back here? Lando Iron Hands. We'll go for Reflect and Protect here. I think that is fine. Stops the Fake Out. Although he's probably just faking out the Grim. Nope, he went for Fake Out into Roaring Moon, which is cool. So that means we definitely get the Reflect up. Which is something, because Iron Hands is actually a very, very scary Pokemon. And you definitely don't want to be messing with Iron Hands too much. Hey, Tornadus couldn't move because of the full para. Sweet. Alright, so given that, I mean, I could go for Spirit Break into the Iron Hands, get some chip damage, and then I'll just go for another Throw Chop into Torn. I think we lose both Pokemon here, but we should be decently set up for the end game. I mean, Landorus... We'll see. I wish I could have spread Paralysis around a little bit more. Ooh, Torn couldn't move. That's really good. That means Roaring Moon lives here. I mean, the problem is Roaring Moon is like -2 speed, so I'm actually quite slow. Oh, I might just die to Rocky Helmet damage, but they never got off Tailwind, which is somewhat important, depending on what they have in the back. Oh, they just Drain Punched the Roaring Moon, so I keep Grimmsnarl. Oh, that's actually interesting that I keep the Grim, because now if I switch in Lando, I can T-Wave whatever's on the side slot. And Spirit Break should be some oh, wow. Hey, Grimmsnarl, tell me how you really feel. Holy damage. Holy damage. Now, they've used their Terra, which means that's range for Stomping Tantrum to just KO. That's definitely Stomping Tantrum KO range. This is a weird game. This is definitely a weird game. Charizard is back, which... Charizard is back. Do I just want to T-Wave Rock Slide then? T-Wave the Charizard so that it slows down and go for Rock Slide? I think that's actually the play. Because we know it's Scarf, so you're either going to switch something into this or you're not. Ugh! I miss T-Wave, dude. 90% chance to guarantee the win, and I miss it. Luckily, both Pokemon live pretty decently. Still, though, that could have burned. That could have did a lot more damage. If I get the flinch on Iron Hands, I'll accept this. But this is definitely a scary turn here. Yeah, he Drain Punches the Grim. Okay. So, I mean, in theory, it should be in Stomping Tantrum range still, but it's a lot closer than it had to be. We bring in our Iron Hands. Iron Hands should be able to fake out whatever the partner Pokemon is. Light Screen, I probably... Ooh, it's Urshifu. I mean, was that Single Strike? I think that's Single Strike. Oh, it is. Oh, we're okay with Single Strike, I think. Alright, so I'm going to simply fake out this Urshifu here, and I am going to Stomping Tantrum the Iron Hands. Yep, he goes for a Detect. I could have doubled their Iron Hands, but you just can't take that risk. There's just no reason to take that risk in this type of matchup at all. At all. Stomping Tantrum, please pick up the knockout here, buddy. Yes! Alright, Lando picks up the knockout. Let's go. Alright, we're looking good, gamers. We are looking good. Alright, so now we simply Drain Punch. I mean, he would know Fighting moves and Dark moves, so there's no point in me Terrassalizing here. Drain Punch into the Urshifu. No point in me protecting. Does Terra Water matter? Not really. And then I just Stomping Tantrum. Alright, let's see what we got. Wicked Blow into Landorus. Oh, Landorus, you're such a beast. You are such a beast. Let's go. Let's actually go, dude. Yes, sir. Big Tantrum. Break the Sash. Monka damage. Drain Punch to clean it up. And boom. Alright, I feel really good about that. I feel like we played super well, given what my opponent led, given what they went for. I think that was as good as it's gonna get. So GG's, well played by me. As you guys can see, this team's really flexible, and Roaring Moon puts in a lot of pain. Yeah. Alrighty, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the featured content creator, one of my best friends in the whole world, MrMoxieMence. If you guys want to see more, 2 content creators in one video, if you guys want to see the matchup, let me know in the comments. Tell me Tell me what's really going on. And enjoy your day. Enjoy the rental code, by the way. This team is actually Monka, so please, guys, enjoy the rental, enjoy the team. Yeah.